Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to the American Investor Show. Please click subscribe if this is your first time listening. From trader and CEO interviews to breaking news about companies you won't hear anywhere else, nobody does a better job at keeping you in the know when it comes to penny stocks. The term penny stock generally refers to a security issued by a very small company that trades at less than $5 per share. Penny stocks are extremely risky, yet they offer rates of return on investment not seen anywhere else. The host, guest, and callers are not registered financial advisors licensed by any government entity, and therefore, the following should be considered entertainment. The host, guest, and callers disclaim all liability in the event any information, commentary, analysis, opinions, advice, and/or recommendations prove to be inaccurate, incomplete, or unreliable, or result in any investment losses. Before investing in penny stocks, you should consult a professional to determine what strategy may be best for your individual needs. Now, without further ado, your host, Lasell Anungu.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Yes, I'm back. So happy to be back here. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, this is a labor of love. I absolutely love doing this. This is one of the things that kind of keeps me going. It keeps me motivated, keeps me in the know, keeps me, you know, waking up every morning with, you know, a different kind of level of excitement that I have never really gotten in my life before. You know, like most people, for a long time, I just kind of drifted and went to work, came home, went to work, came home. But every time I, you know, got on the mic, it really reawakened me and something in me that inspires me to just share my love of what this is. So I'm so excited to be back on this channel. I don't know where this channel is now. I mean, I'm going to have to work it all back to where it was. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to be back here. Shout out to all the people in the chat room. Some familiar names already popping up. Parker Mills, Lisa McKinney, hello. Gerardo, Cool Cats, Eban R, DPG, Jeff Thayer. What's going on, Jeff? Yes, indeed. Good to see so many people from Penny Stocks Unlimited coming back over here. What's going on, TJ? Yes, indeed. Stock Trapper and Bullard, hello. Free Ride. So glad to be back again, ladies and gentlemen. It's man, it feels so good to be back here. I got all these different settings and options, and yes, this is how it's supposed to look. This is how it's supposed to look. You can't see it, but I can see it. When you're someone that has an account that at least has a decent amount of subscribers, there are little, you know, little funny buttons that you get. I can actually see how many people are you know, coming in and out and stuff. You know, just little things like that you guys don't see. But I'm glad to be back here, and we know what to do moving forward to kind of keep it going and not end up in that situation again. So let me, guys, let's just jump into it. The stocks continue to go higher, ladies and gentlemen. This market does not seem to be wanting to cool down. Now, here's the thing that I've been reading about before the show. We are experiencing smaller daily gains than we have seen, you know, prior to the recent 6 months of the year. So since June, we have seen the fewest amount of days where we've had 1% or higher daily gains. So we are going higher, but it's just that we're going higher at a very, very small amount. Yeah, I'm wearing a tie today. I'm wearing a tie because, you know, it's my first day back. You know, I mean, I just felt like it was disrespectful to show up in, you know, a tee and a hat that I usually do. So I think I'm going to actually stick with the tie for a little bit. I'm going to stick with the tie for a little bit. Mix it up. All right? Yes, indeed. I got this altcoin. Oh, no, it's not an altcoin. It's a company that's doing an ICO. They reached out to me, and they want me to bring their ICO plans to you guys, and of course the, you know, YouTube in general. And so we'll see about that. I need to learn more about it. I say send me some more information. I don't know what this ICO stuff is about. I know many of you guys are in Bitcoin. You know what all that is. I still not that big of a believer. I love the technology, but the coin itself, I think it's worthless. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, again, as I was going into the market, continuing to go higher. Why at this point, I don't even know. Is there value still left in the market? Is there still value available in the market? I personally, I don't see it when I see some of these stocks like, you know, Caterpillar and whatnot continue to run higher. In fact, Caterpillar not even responding to the fact that dollar is rising again. Dollar is rising again. And by the way, that's why you saw a real sell-off in gold. All right. You saw a real sell-off in gold today because the dollar is now rising again. Dollar's beginning to sell off here, as you can see. Not too bad of a sell-off, right? Not too bad. Let's go ahead and get back into the 5-minute. Maybe we see it a little bit better over the last corresponding days. As you can see here, coming back from the weekend, we saw the sell-off in gold as dollar continues to rise. But we didn't see corresponding action on the industrials. So a little bit of a pullback on Caterpillar, but that's, I think, more on technicals. But with that being said, guys, the pullback in gold is going, in my opinion, going to be an excellent opportunity for you to get in long right here. All right. Continue to watch the dollar, though. Continue to watch the dollar. If the dollar continues to rise, then, you know, you got to be a little bit careful here. But look, we're just hot, man. We just continue to be hot, and I don't know why. And I don't even know why. All right. Everybody's talking about the economy. I'm not feeling it. I don't know about you guys, but I'm driving through the neighborhood every day. I don't, you know, I'm not seeing the change. I'm not seeing the change. If your neighborhood is experiencing that, please let me know, because I'm not running into people who have $80,000 jobs that they didn't have a year ago or 9 months ago. So I'm trying to figure out where's the justification for some of these gains coming from. Getting into the pennies, that's why we're here. BTCS down. I see somebody in the chat room drawing BTCS. You said you have it, but it's not really moving. It ran a little bit last week. But, you know, haven't seen it move this week at all. Didn't move yesterday, didn't move today. And here's the thing. I don't think Bitcoin stocks are going to run again. I don't think they're going to ever run again. There are people who are talking about how Bitcoin stocks like MGTI, like BTCS, or the new Bitcoin play, which is Hive, also go by ticker PRELF. This is the new pump right now. You're looking at the screen right now. This is the new big Bitcoin pump out there. And this one is going to go higher. I have no doubt in my mind it's going to go higher just because of the people behind it. They're posting heavy. They're really nonstop with the news. I mean, if you pull up the articles, you know, they went hard with the news, and it's going to go higher. But that's the new Bitcoin king right now, PRELF. If you have a broker that's willing to give you shares, I think I haven't been able to get it on Interactive Brokers, but that's going to go higher. That's the new Bitcoin king. That's the new Bitcoin king. You know, but again, that is a pump. That is a pump. But why buy Bitcoin stocks when you can just go buy Bitcoin? Just go buy Bitcoin. Stop wasting your time with these stocks. There's so many people in the chat rooms trying to mislead you, trying to get you into situations with your money you don't want to find yourself in. Do not pad these people's gains. Do not find yourself buying a loser. That's what all of these Bitcoin stocks are. They're going to be losers in the long run. They're going to be all losers. You're already seeing that right now in MGTI. Shout out to everybody who was in MGTI with me. We're now up 25 cents a share since the alert. My first video, penny stocks short of the week. Still holding. I'm holding this thing all the way through October, possibly in November. Borrow rates are dirt cheap right now. If you've got the ability to have a broker that's giving you short, again, we just broke support yesterday on that stock, that 240 support, and we're heading lower. We're heading lower, possibly trying to find this 178 here. So grab them if you can. Grab them if you got a broker that's going to let you do that if you're into shorts, all right, or if you're into shorting, period. All right, so give me the ka-ching on that one. Got to give me the ka-ching on that one. All right. Yes, indeed. What's going on, David? David from Investors Hangout. I got your email, David. Haven't responded yet, but I did get your email. Yes, indeed. So you guys throw me some tickers. Let's see what you guys were trading at. Everybody should have made some money on this play today. Everybody should have made some money on this play. I got so much money tied up into MGTI. I can't really do much else. It didn't even make sense for me to go into this because I wasn't going to really get anything out of it. NEOT was the trade. I mean, basically everywhere you set your marker at, you know, it ended up breaking through that high, and that was your entry. I mean, I don't know how many times, you know, you could have said to myself, should I go in? Should I go in? There's so many times in here that you can say that, and, you know, it was just nowhere. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's just, I don't know how higher you can continue to look at this, go, and say, why shouldn't I put some money into that? All right, and there it is. Basically, every single top got crushed. Every single top got crushed, and that was your in. That was your in for it. Even if you wanted to just go in for, you know, a short period of time, you go in heavy, play the breakout, all right, until you see the first level of resistance, then you sell, and you were in profit. You were in profit. That's how you do that. Again, I'm not, you know, I'm kind of turning away from the intraday stuff, but that's how right there you would have played that. Right? That's how you would have played that. If you didn't like the top, wait for it to break the top. And that's how you played that. Beautiful, beautiful. NEOT. That was the move, man. That was the move of the day today. Yes, indeed. All right. So getting to your tickers. Getting into your tickers. So many in TTCM. I saw David bring up TTCM. The CEO or whoever runs the Twitter account hit me up saying they wanted to be on the show. I said, you guys are available. Come on Thursday. They haven't responded. So TTCM, I mean, if you want to do something, put your name out there, get your, you know, hit me up, man. I hit you back up and no response. But if you guys want this chart to start looking a little different, you know, you got to put yourself out there in the right kind of way. But here's the daily chart. All right, the daily chart, really the only way to look at it is I just had the intraday chart. Nothing much to see there on the intraday side. All right. TRXC, Robert Polo bringing that up. TRXC, looks like this stock had a gap up opening. You left a lot of people up there at the $5. You left a lot of people up there. Look at that. That's, wow, you're well over $1 from the high. Let me look at that on the 10-minute. What happened? Okay, so you opened up solid. Again, this is 10 minutes, so nice solid moves higher. 373 looks like it was a level I put up there. Maybe, I don't know when, a while ago. Could have been possibly from yesterday. Maybe, I'm not sure. But 373 broke up higher, but you left a lot of people up there. But you're not too far, right? You're not too far away. But man, $1 difference. And what was the news? What was the news? What was the news here? Robert, let me know what the news here, because I'm not seeing too much on the news. I'm seeing something about robotic surgery. Does this company have something to have to do with that? Let me know there. But I don't like I mean, this is, wow, it's a big time gapper, man. And those gaps got to be filled eventually, bro. They're going to have to be filled eventually. It's interesting to see when that happens. Somebody who, Cool Cats, OTC stock, FRFS, 2,000% gains. 2,000% gains, FRFS. Not seeing any news to justify the move either. I'm not seeing any news here. I'll give it to you though. I'll give it to you. 2,000%. I mean, I'd love to be the guy who was in there a couple days before. All right, because as you see here, there was some action here. There's been some action in the stock, but obviously the whole move came here today. Clearly, it's got to be some kind of pump up 2,000%. You're going to be giving a lot of that back in the next couple days. Yeah, that's how it rolls. Exactly, David. Some of these OTCs, man, that you guys pick up, I'm just like, wow. And I don't even know if that's a stop sign stock or not. In fact, I'm curious myself. FRFS. Yeah, stop sign. How did I know it was going to be a stop sign? How did I know? Stop sign stock just out there. What's going on, Bats? OPTT. Dave Thomas, what's up, man? Ocean Power Technologies. OPTT, one of our favorites from way back in the day. This is one that's got a lot of quote unquote spikeability to it, as Tim Sykes would say. But hasn't done much recently. OPTT is the ticker, up 12.5%. Bass, as you can see here, the stock doesn't, hold those gains very well. Let me know if you think this is going to continue to go higher. I see recently you did get a second day move on a similar move, almost similar candlesticks. So you had the very next day, but a couple days after that, you were really back to losing again. Yes, indeed, Cool Cats. Here's the thing, Cool Cats. I never left. Did you know about Penny Stocks Unlimited? We were over there. So hopefully you knew. But I know I'm waiting for the guy who comes in the chat room and, hey, man, where you been? Where have you been? SPI right now, the ticker on the chat room. Brought up by, who brought this up? Poker Pro. Appreciate it, Poker Pro. SPI, what's my thing? I think you're getting delisted. They came out not too long ago saying they're going to do something else, a different kind of shares. Caller, you're on the line. What's up?
Hi. I was wondering if you think Kmart will make a comeback?
Excuse me?
I was wondering if you think...
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
All right. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please don't start. Please don't start. I mean, come on. Your boy just got back. I mean, come on, man. I mean, your boy just got back, man. I just got back. God, man. Oh. All right. Anyway, SPI, nice play, SPI, if it ever runs again. But again, I think you're more at a delist risk on SPI. But check the news. I remember specifically a couple of days ago, we read off news here on the show about them announcing, okay, there it is. There it is from September 18th. SPI announces plan to list its ordinary shares for trading on NASDAQ. So something they're going to be putting something else out here. I don't know if it's going to be another ticker or what, but find out more information on that. But there's something else going on with SPI. Yes, indeed. Oh, absolutely, Parker Mills. Absolutely, feels real good. VCST, bringing it up by West Tex. VCST, my man, pulls back down 22% on VCST. Viewcast, listed as a software company. Man, that's not where you want to be, down 22%. Is this a dip buy? You let me know, West Tex. Let us know in the chat room what you think about it. Dayon Jackson, ETRM. Let me look at what's going on here. 5.5%. All right, starting to fill the gap, but that pullback was pretty ugly today, man. Starting to fill that gap, though, from back here in August. 562, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, welcome back, Sal.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Listen, this is Joe from L.A. I've been looking at that NEOT. I just came in the show. You might have talked about it already. I just jumped in the truck right now. Got you on this Bluetooth. Did you talk about that already, the NEOT?
Well, yeah, we just briefly discussed how it was, of course, the #1 stock on the exchange today. Incredible volume, 62 million shares traded today. I think it actually flipped its float today, maybe once, I think, of course, at least once or twice. I don't know how many shares are floated, what's the float right now, but incredible move one day, 231% off the major deal. I'm guessing you made some profit on that.
Well, you know what? You know how I watch you all the time faithfully, but I started watching the Tim Sykes in the beginning, and he was always, you know, trade scared. You know, that protects you, right? Mm-hmm. So I traded like a bitch, and so I got in. It was on. I was watching it the last few days, right? I was scanning it right on FinViz, and sure enough, I saw it pop up in the morning. And I jumped in at 105, and it wasn't moving. It started going down. I was like, just this is gonna happen to me like always. It's gonna go down. I'm gonna lose money, right? Mm-hmm. But it came back up, and I flipped it at 112, like in 20 minutes. I made, you know, like I was at 3,200 shares, so I made like $200 and something or something like that profit. It was nothing, right? I jumped out. Okay. I thought I was gonna come back down, and I just got scared, man. I feel like I really missed it on this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, and I don't want to do that revenge trading where I jump in it tomorrow and then just, you know what I'm saying, like, fuck up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think this one you got to be real careful, because right now there are people all across the world looking at this and saying, man, tomorrow we're going to get another day in this, and I'm not sure. We'll see if the excitement, you know, keeps it going or not. Obviously, this is merger deal. That's big news. I mean, that's big news for a company like this that only had, you know, going into today a $7 million market cap before going in today. So, you know, we saw over $70 million traded in the stock today. So almost 10 times the value of the company was traded today on the exchange. Incredible. Right. So, yes, you're going to have a lot of excitement in the morning tomorrow, but we're going to be telling to see if they're going to be buyers at those higher levels. You know, a 231% move in one day, you know, I don't know. I can't say it's not or it is, but we had a stock a couple days ago do a similar move, and it didn't have a great second day. So I don't know. I think right now just be, you know, you made your money, enjoy it, possibly set up something else for yourself. But, you know, but if it starts hanging real nice and you got a day trade available and you're willing to risk some capital, who knows?
Good advice. I appreciate you, man. I listen to you all the time. I got my son, man. I got a bunch of kids, but my son, he's 9 years old. Bro, we listen to you, man.
Thank you,
man. My son is 9, and he's on it.
Good. That's what's up, man. I mean, hey, that's what, start him off early. You know what I mean? Get him a little bag to work with. Once he figures it all out, maybe, you know, a couple $100, see what he can do. Get him addicted, and who knows? I mean, with you know, 10, 15 years of experience, how good could he be? You know, you never know, but you're doing the right thing by starting him off early. I definitely believe that.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. I'm gonna start calling in to you, though.
Thank you. Appreciate your call. Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate the call. That's what you want to be, man. Yeah. Starting them off early. You know, kid's going to have about 20, 30 years of experience. It's nothing you're going to be able to tell them. Yes, indeed. And again, shout out to Investors Hangout. If it wasn't for them, it wouldn't even be this show. See David there in the chat room. If you love OTCs, you got to be signing up to investorshangout.com. All right, Robert again with RIGL. Let's look up the chart today. 9.30 gain. Today up 30, what was that? Up to 423. Looks like TradingView's looking for the chart here. Let's look, not having a good job finding it. Let's see here. Did we get the liquidity we want today? 1 second here. RIGL. Yeah, I don't know why we're not pulling up RIGL, my man. Yeah, let me see. I'm pulling up something else. RIGL. One more time. Are we getting it? Looking for it. All right, we'll come back to it. I don't know what that's about. We'll come back to it. Let's pull up someone else's ticker while we have a chance. Yeah, we just took a look at NEOT. Watching COV. I don't know what that is, man. I don't know. I'm not seeing a ticker on COV. Yeah, I don't know why somebody would call in like that. Yeah, I saw you, Tyree Wilson. What's up, man? Calling in already on that BS. already on that BS. Investors hang out, bringing up Apple. Apple, man, I'm so mad at myself because I had an Apple call at the 153 in the money call at 153 Apple, and I sold it like a couple days later. It was just like, oh, I should have held on to that shit. And that was like a March call too. I mean, it's way back then. But again, just lack of patience, my man, lack of patience. Groupon, GRPN. Let's pull up Groupon. All right, what's going on, TradingView? There it is. Groupon, GRPN. Following. I haven't followed this stock in a long time, but as you can see here, since June, it's been doing really well. This is Groupon, GRPN. Actually doing pretty well from those twos, right? Coming from the twos, 296. Nice trend has started here. You know, got those higher lows, pulling back healthy, getting new money coming in, taking it higher. Guys getting their gains going and coming, or coming and going. And you had a really nice day today with that 25-cent move. That's very, very bullish. Very, very bullish. I marked that 480 level because I honestly thought it was a great support area. You failed it, came back, and had buyers commit to, going and staying above that 480. What I think can be a very strong support level for that stock. So we'll see if it can continue to hang on there on Groupon. I'm not sure how the underlying business is right now and how it's been doing. But as you can see here, the chart looking pretty healthy. This is a stock that been fighting for a long time between 2 and 4, as you can see. It's been a long time fighting. I mean, you can go all the way back to this is 2016 right here. Going all the way back to 2016. It's been a penny stock for a long time. Groupon has. So can it find its winning ways again? Time will tell. Time will tell if Groupon can be the AMD of 2018 possibly. For those of you guys who don't remember, AMD, former $2 stock, now at $14 AMD. But started off the year in penny stock below 5, actually. You can go back and look at that. All right. Bat's got his list out there. Copy that if you want some tickers to look into. HTGM. Can you guys see those tickers in the background? Because I don't. I want to make sure. Let me increase the watermark here, make it a little bit so you can see that. Let me see here. Can you guys see that watermark? I want to make sure you guys see it really well without it being too distracting to the background. There it is. I think that's better. All right, HTGM, 11% gain today. 25-cent move. Real beat up. Let me put the moving averages on there. Okay, look at HTGM crossing the 100 moving average with today's move. All right, I got the 100 and the 200 on there. The 200 is the red line, still below the 200 moving average. But today you got a nice bullish signal on HTGM crossing that 100 moving average. Now here's the thing. We are hot on the RSI. We hit 70 with today's move. So if you're interested, wait for a sell-off. All right, wait for a sell-off and get in, get yourself a discount on it. All right, get yourself a discount on it. I think if you go in now, just looking at the RSI where it's at, you could find yourself already, losing on that trade if you don't, wait for a discount on it. All right. So we got a lot of people calling with these unknown numbers. I'm not going to take any unknown numbers. All right. Come in the chat room and say you're calling up. You got the trolls already back. I mean, they were just waiting for me, weren't they? MGM, $30 stock, up 2%. All right, MGM falling beneath the 200 moving average, kind of trying to find it again, though, as you can see here. Today's move got them above that, but let's see if it's not a bull trap. And let's see if it's not a bull trap. If you guys don't know, since what happened in Las Vegas, you know, the media hasn't been real honest about the fact that there are a lot of people who are not going to Vegas. There are a lot of people who are concerned that that investigation has been bungled, that the truth is not being told, and there are a lot of people who are not going to Vegas. There are a lot of people who are not going to Vegas. You can see it all over the blogs, on Facebook. You know, you can read, watch Alex Jones. If you watch his YouTube show or listen to his radio show, there are a lot of people not going to Vegas, and in the casinos and the hotels are getting beat up. They are getting beat up. All right? And that's the cause of this. So MGM falling beneath the 200 moving average. Falling beneath the 200 moving average. Now, look, if if you're willing to go long here, right? If you're willing to go long here, I think, where you at, you're below 42 on the RSI, beneath the 200 moving average. We're still, again, enjoying this bull market. If you got some patience, then ride it higher or back to at least the 100 at 32.08. 100 moving average is at 32.08. So about $2 away from where you are now. You're going to need some patience. But, stock's very liquid. We all know who and what MGM is. We'll see what happens if things can turn around for them. We will see. Robert Polo says the Discord room's still going on. Well, you guys, for those of you guys who know what's going on with the Discord room, again, I'm trying to, I kind of got rid of that crowd. I'm not going to go into that crowd. So many of them have decided to move on into another. I'm not even following the Discord. I'm concerned about my show. So it is what it is with the Discord. I'm on different things. All right. But what we're not going to do is allow those people who decided to go to come back in this chat room. I'm waiting for them to come in because I'm blacka. You already know what that's about. DFFN, Bad Scientist, DFFN, up 20%. I'm not sure why you got a red candle on that. Why did you get a red candle on that? Oh, wow, because you left people at 297. Okay. You left people at 297. That's why. Wow. All right, so you hit that 200 and came right back down. Look at that. And we're going to see it in the 5-minute chart in just a second. Let's pull up that 5-minute. Matter of fact, let's pull up the 10 and see what we can do on DFFN. Let's pull up the 10 and pull up DFFN. God, what's going on, TradingView? These tickers, some of these tickers is like DFFN. Let's go. TradingView taking its time today. Oh, man, come on. Let me just refresh this BS. All right. Hold on, DFFN. All right, DFFN. 10-minute chart. Yeah, it's giving me the daily, but there it is. All right, TradingView, let's go. We're making it happen. DFFN. As we see the 10-minute chart on DFFN, wow, look at that, man. That's ugly, And this is a 10-minute. So, leaving a lot of people out there in the dust. I like these higher time frames just because I know many of you love the 1 minute and all that. I love because I don't like getting shaken out of trades. And when you're on those little 1 minute, 2 minute candlesticks, boy, do you get so many false signals to either sell or just not even go into a trade at all. So I don't know what's going on with TradingView and these other candlesticks, but you got a lot of volume on that. That should be pulling up pretty easily. Exactly, more piece. That's exactly what I plan on doing. This guy said he made $200 on SUX, S-U-X. There's no ticker called SUX. Michael Delgado, I don't think there is a SUX, man. Let me see here. MYSZ, I'm curious about that. MYSZ, my size. Former OTC stock, by the way, my size. now trading on the NASDAQ. But, you know, since its inauguration on the NASDAQ, it hasn't done very well. My size, as you can see here, looks like something I looked at quite a while ago when it was trying to do something, but it's been a long time coming for MYSZ, hitting the 100 moving average just below it. You've had a really nice August in the stock. I mean, you know, from 72 cents a share to, you know, where you are now, 88 cents a share. You know, nice move since the beginning of October. Last 17 days have been beautiful for MYSZ. Pulled back today from that high, which is 113. Again, leaving a lot of people up there. That's your new seller tomorrow, is the guy who got in there at 113, 110, 109, 105. You know what I'm saying? That's your seller tomorrow, and as soon as it gets to those levels, or he thinks it's going to get close, he's going to try to sell, because he probably knows it's not going to come back to him for some time. What's going on, Tim Smith? Brandon Jimerson, what's up, man? Yes, Hyper thinks. It's been a while on this channel. It has been a while on this channel. It has been a while on this channel. All right, so let me real quick find some tickers here for us. It looks like y'all ran out. And by the way, of course, for the best, always choose Equity Feed for the best scanner on the market. Get 2 weeks free, equityfeed.com. 2 weeks free, no credit card required, equityfeed.com. 512, you're on the air. What's up?
Yes, sir. Hey, I'm really happy that you answered my phone call. I didn't know if I was going to be able to get through with you or not. But now, I'm just curious about one point. Now, when I pull up these penny stocks on my chart, I'm not seeing the pattern to trade off of. I mean, the candlesticks, you know, they're pretty large and wide. Mm-hmm. You know, the width and the height of them are large, and they're not really concise to trade off of. In other words, they're not really looking like candlesticks. So how would you actually place the trade and know what you're looking at?
Okay. Well, give me a ticker. I'm trying to I see what you're saying, but give me a ticker that you were looking at that you were kind of confused by.
Well, actually, it's all of them. Now, all the penny stocks that has low value, the candlesticks don't appear, recognizable. You have a doji, a single dash line. Oh, by the way, my name is Henry.
All right, thank you, Henry. Appreciate the call.
And I really appreciate, this show. But my main concern is I want to put money on the line, but now if I'm going to put the money on the line and then I pull up the chart, I pull up the 1 day, 2 minute chart. I pull up the 1 day, 5 minute chart, 1 day, 30 minute chart. I pull up the 5 day, whatever. I pull up the 15 day, 1 hour. But now, when I get to the 3 month and when I get to the 6 month, that's really when the candlesticks appear recognizable.
Yeah, yeah.
But now, to trade, I need to be on that 1 day, current time, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But when you're looking at that, but when you're looking at that time, sir.
Yes. Well, so thank you, Henry. I appreciate the call. So you kind of answered your question when you talked about liquidity. Liquidity is what gives us the honesty in the chart, right? In terms of how buyers and sellers feel about the security and what their belief is. So either it's going to go higher or go lower, and that kind of creates the candlesticks, is having volume. And if you're looking at stocks that don't have volume, and I'm thinking What's a great intraday stock that doesn't have volume right now? Let me see. Probably. Let's see. Looking for an OTC stock. Let's look at FUSN right now. If I can get a FU, there it is. So if I can look at a OTC stock like this, FUSN, this has barely any intraday movement at all. I mean, I can't even pull up an intraday chart. Even a daily chart barely shows any, significant candlesticks that you can really see. So you really want to stick to stocks that have volume so you can be able to identify, what you believe is going to happen to the stock and what other people think is going to happen to the stock.
Okay, well, but that's my issue. Okay, but and I have one other question then. Now, which broker should I really go to buy these penny stocks? I mean, the 0 1s, the 1 cent, the 10 cents, and which brokers are going to let me put up $100 or $200?
Sure. I've always suggested for a beginner is TD Ameritrade, or E-Trade. Both of them will have really low rates in terms of cost of trading, and they'll give you unlimited amount of shares for that price. I do know Charles Schwab, last one I was with, Charles Schwab, also $4.95, unlimited shares as well. That one requires a $1,000 account. E-Trade requires $500 account. That's also, again, unlimited shares. TD Ameritrade, I think it's $6.99 or $6.95. Okay. But no minimums for TD Ameritrade. So if you've got $500, if you got $50, I mean, I wouldn't suggest trading with $50, but I'm just saying no minimums required at TD Ameritrade. But I would also, sir, suggest you look at one great informative site called thepatternSite.com. ThepatternSite.com. It's a website being maintained and created by the man who wrote the book, The Encyclopedia of Day Trading Patterns. So that all of his patterns, well over 1,000 patterns are listed on this website. You can study the website, including patterns and names of individual candlesticks, whether bullish or bearish candlesticks. And once, take some time, review the site, and I think you'll learn, more importantly, what to look at when you're looking at these intraday as well as daily charts. And more importantly, stick to stocks that have volume, because I think you're going to like that better, unless you're looking to play long term.
Okay, well, I'm going to get off the line now, but I just wanted to mention this to you. I really appreciate you, man. To me, you're like finding Jesus of the Bible. Now, I mean this complimentary, because I didn't think that you would actually answer the phone. I called, I had a no response. I recalled, and I actually literally got you on the line, and you sound exactly as your video is coming across. And man, and the word deja vu, I believe in it, but this is not a deja vu. This is, I really appreciate the program, man. I stumbled across you, and man, I feel really, 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 really happy, and I'm ready to put some money down in these stocks. And I'm a newbie, but I've been listening, studying, watching, and I'm ready to finally do it after 10 years.
There it is.
It's taken me 2 years to actually get the nerves to, and after hearing you talk off and on, I said, I'm ready to give it a try, man. I'm ready to give it a try.
Appreciate it.
And because of you.
Thank you, Henry.
And because of you. Yes, sir. And because of you, I'm ready to have some fun in this game.
There it is. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Henry. I really appreciate the call.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Henry. Call back anytime, sir. Appreciate the call, Henry. Appreciate the call. Yes, indeed. All right. Yeah, but definitely check out that website, Henry, thepatternSite.com, www THE pattern site, SITE.com, and updated regularly, all free, all kind of information that you can go to stockcharts.com. If you know, you can, there's a chart school there. You can learn more about charting. I mean, there's just so much free information out there. If people would just be willing to just commit to a few, weekends, an hour or two a day, it's amazing how educated they can be on what's going on here. All right, be careful with these guys who want to sign you up $150 a month. Don't get it twisted. I push a lot of their stuff because I get a little chip off the purchase. But if you're really hungry for it and you're really not wanting to spend cash, there's tons of free information out there. All right, not including your local library too. GLUU up 4.5%. This is a chart that I saw earlier today. I wanted to bring to your attention, mostly for the shorters, but because it's getting to the point where it's gonna be needing to pull back here. I think you might be able to look at 20, 30, 40 cents from where it is now at 463. But for those who are looking at a chart that was bearish going in, but look at this beautiful cup and handle pattern that's been created here. I didn't see anybody bring up GLUU when I was at Penny Stocks Unlimited. So I don't know where you guys are at with that or not, but broke through higher with the move yesterday. Now with today's move, just adding to that, you had the breakout yesterday in the stock, which was at 397. Nice move today, up to 463. You had the high of 471 today on GLUU. That's the move here, folks. GLUU. Nice move there, as you can see here. Really since going higher since March. All right, $1.84, March 8th. March 8th, $1.84, now at $4.63 on GLUU. Mobile System Software Company is what they describe themselves. Yeah, Glue Mobile. Glue Mobile. Robert put that in the chat room. Okay, I'm seeing Robert. I don't know if I pulled it up before I saw that, but what's going on, Zozo Stock Watch? Hey, Zozo, I think you got your own Discord, didn't you? Yeah, somebody told me you were in there spamming your own Discord. That was a while ago, though. I mean, like a couple months ago. All right, OPTT. Let's take a look at. Yeah, we took a look at OPTT already. SRAX. 70% move. Social Realty. This is a. Here's the thing about social. This SRAX. There's been talk that it's a pump. Look, it trades on the NASDAQ. I'm not saying there was a time that you could have said that no NASDAQ stocks are pumps, but we've seen now that, just because it's on NASDAQ doesn't mean it can't be a pump. You saw that clearly in JAGX. What's that other one? MNGA. There's ITUS. I mean, there are quite a few NASDAQ companies now that are reaching out to promoters and saying, hey, get our stock higher, create some visibility for our shares. SRAX, is it one of them? Could it be one of them? I mean, because I'm not seeing, again, the legitimate, news to really get it to where it's at now. I see a couple appointments to their board of directors. I'm seeing, what is that? But, yeah, I'm not seeing that kind of move. Something about a strategic alternative. But a move to justify 161 to 490, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. So if you do, if you've got some inside information on this, give me a call. 305-600-2896 is the call-in line. And let us know what we are missing on SARX. But a 70% move, on news about a strategic alternative? Okay. I don't know about that one. IDRA up 5%. 231. As you can see here, that's a level the stock has got to stay above. But you're at 252 now, right? You needed to go there, but if you saw yesterday's move, it was quite a sell-off yesterday. The stock bounced up a little bit today, but the stocks did begin to sell off yesterday, looking again for that 232 support. You're at 252 with today's move. I wouldn't call it bullish because, man, that candlestick was pretty ugly yesterday. You had dip buyers come in, take advantage of the sell-off. We'll see what happens moving forward in IDRA. But I wouldn't jump in just yet. Let's look for some bullish confirmation on IDRA tomorrow. Or, you know, this continues to possibly hunt that 232 level again. At 232 level again. It's had some time to try to fight it and get above that. But as you can see here, historically, 232 has just been a real problem for IDRA. So you're finally above it. Let's see if the stock can stay above those levels. Let's see if it can stay above those levels. All right. CDNA. CDNA. And again, if I'm missing any kind of fundamental information that I'm not adding, right, because I'm just basically going off technicals and what we're seeing. But if you've got information, you know, that fundamentally changes the outlook, please let me know. CDNA up 1.9%, 11-cent gain. I love this pattern that's developing here. Don't like the fact that it gapped up for August, right? That's going to get filled. That's going to get filled. All right, and you're moving sideways. That's not good. Look, when you see a gap, stock gap up higher, that's really not what you want to start seeing. But CDNA, that's where it is, gapped up from 450s. Now you're at 589, and already seeing some hesitation, right? Look at the candlestick, seeing a lot of hesitation at those higher prices. You know, pretty much every candlestick has a wick at the top, like a little high shadow, where buyers are rejecting those 6s and 590s. You're being rejected every single day in the stock. So either you're going to have to find some kind of you know, maybe a news can drop or what, but you know, it's not helping you the fact that you're only drawing 300,000 shares with today's move. Average was 2 million, but I believe it probably had to do with that gap day back on the 5th there. As you can see, that's throwing that number off. That's throwing that number off. But only 300,000 shares traded today. That's not going to help you stay up there. 300,000 shares is not going to help you stay up there. CAPR. CAPR. All right, selling off here. Selling off here. I wouldn't call it a spinning top. Wouldn't call it a spinning top, you know, but here's the daily chart. Don't like the candlesticks at all. You know, you're really getting a lot of indecisive movement in CAPR. Again, you know, we're going to have to figure out what tomorrow's is. I don't know what tomorrow could be. Don't know what tomorrow could be. As you see, there's no real pattern setting up there in these candlesticks. Again, a lot of indecisiveness coming on here. The stock was up 4% though on today's move. But again, not being real clear with the direction on CAPR from that sell-off back in 420, as you see here. That was really strong selling going here to where we are now at 248. Stock's lost almost 50% of its value since October 1st. So, you know, is it a discount, or is it still got, you know, some profits to shave off there? You're coming from the low $1, exactly $1 back here in September 18th, right? So not too far ago. Not too far. So, you know, look, be careful on CAPR, because as you can see here, looks like it's starting to give back profits. Starting to give back some profits here. So just be careful on that. Poker Pro, you said check out October 12th news on SPI. 2 companies will purchase 320 million ordinary shares on SPI. But here's the thing though, is it, I see what you're talking about, but is it this? Is this these shares that are is what SPI is talking about? That's what I don't know. Because if it came out on October 12th saying that, why didn't we see a move? Poker Pro. I mean, why didn't we get, a move corresponding to that kind of news? That kind of lets me know that we're talking about either some kind of B shares or A share or something else. I don't know if we're talking about these shares right here listed as SPI. Poetic Sounds, yes. happypennystocks@gmail.com. Instagram, free stock picks. You can always visit, the person I learned from, Tim Sykes, millionairetradingacademy.com. But again, so much free information out there. So much free information out there. All right, get back to these tickers, folks. GNMX, AV Genomic Medicine. I've never heard of this company here. Very, very low float. Only 200,000 shares being traded on this one. Very low float again. 281, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Sal. It's Eric.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on with you, man?
Oh, not much, man. I was going to pop in. I heard you talking about SRAX a minute ago.
Yes. Tell us a little about SRAX. But before we get to that, man, I see you're making a killing over there with AJ's awesome calls, man.
Yeah, man. It's unbelievable, dude. I tell you what. I mean, that's why I was talking about SRAX. It was a killing. It was some speculation that the company could be involved in a Bitcoin offering, and that's what sent it out of control. So you hear the word Bitcoin in an offering, and you had about 12 different chat rooms jumping on this thing, and it just sent it into a buying frenzy, squeezing people out.
Yeah, you guys definitely murdered the shorts today on that one, man. That was nasty on SRAX. Now, when they say a Bitcoin offering, what exactly do they mean by that? Are they going to be jumping on some kind of ICO, or what's exactly going on?
That's the BS part of it. It's speculation. It's just market chatter. Because Bitcoin's been on such a tear that it's like Amazon coming out and mentioning anything that they're going to get into the, like Home Depot today, like in Lowe's, they just tanked on some Amazon chatter, and they fell like 4 or 5 points in about 2 minutes. But it's just market chatter, speculation. People see that come through the news wires, and then they jump on it because it's you got 10, 12 different chat rooms watching these things.
Yeah. Now, with that being said, though, I mean, that means tomorrow, now that everybody knows what it really is, it's going to be giving some of that back. Possibly, 20, 30% maybe?
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, this was just a late day short squeeze on a bunch of, market chatter, speculation. Nothing set in stone. I mean, that's what the news wires I got hit with, just said speculation that it could be involved in Bitcoin offering. But just that little bit of maybe possibility just sent it spiraling out of control. But it's the way the penny stock market works.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel sorry for the people who think this is going to go higher. That's because you got to have somebody in there, in the 4s or high 3s thinking this is going higher, and they probably not going to be able to turn around and capitalize on the downside move. So, but hey, I mean, that's kind of how it works then. Winners and losers.
That's kind of how it works. Everybody had high hopes for DFFN this morning.
Yeah.
I read the news on that, and I thought, oh man, it's an automatic short.
Yeah.
It was just an automatic short. Even though DFFN was a former runner that went crazy a long time ago, but so yeah, man, I was just I got a notification that you was on the air. Heard you talking about SRAX. Thought I'd pop in and say what's up.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man, and continue letting us know your success that's going on over there, man. Thank you so much and appreciate the call.
Yeah, bro. We'll talk at you later.
Yes, indeed, man. Wow. Yeah, the guy's making a killing. He's making a killing over there. Eric's making a killing over there at AJ's Awesome Calls. Guy's making a killing. I think I should have asked him about that. A couple $5,000-$6,000 days coming out of that chat room, and he's not the first. I've been seeing quite a few people posting gains that they're making out of that AJ's Awesome Calls chat room. So many different chat rooms to jump on, guys. I know, I mean, you can't be everywhere, right? There's Black Box, there's Profitly, AJ, there's Deckmart Trades, Bull Trade Finder. I mean, there's so many. You can just ramble on and on and on. You know, you don't want to be a chat room hopper either. You know, you don't want to get that reputation. But at the end of the day, I mean, you just got to find where you're kicking ass at. And he's kicking ass over there at AJ's Awesome Calls. All right. Bad Scientist, you said GNMX Children's Hospital of Philadelphia took a 30% stake. GNMX took a 30% stake. Or what? Are we up after hours? Or is that what you're saying? Are we up after hours or something? Because I'm seeing it here, very low volume today on the stock. So if we're up after hours, let me know. 972, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. Who am I speaking with?
This is Najee.
All right. Appreciate the call, man. How can I help?
Yes, I just started watching your show like a few weeks ago, and I was wondering I know you mentioned Tim Sykes. That's where you learned how to trade penny stocks. Mm-hmm. And I was just wondering, what were some books that would you recommend to learn how to trade penny stocks?
Well, I mean, when it comes to penny stocks, you know, there are not too many books out there, but the number one book I know out there on penny stocks has to be the Penny Stock for Dummies book that was written by Peter Leeds. By the way, Peter Leeds has a channel on YouTube. You can just type in Peter Leeds. He pops right up. But he was the author of the Penny Stocks for Dummies book. And I love that book because it doesn't necessarily just talk about, you know, penny stocks that trade on NASDAQ and OTC, but I mean, NASDAQ and Dow, but he gets into the OTC side of things. So you're going to find a lot of information in that book about pink sheets as well. And you can find that book on Amazon, I think less than $2. So definitely go and grab that book if you're really interested in learning more.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thanks for the information.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call.
And I'm continue watching your show. I like the show.
Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate the call. Thank you for watching. Yes, indeed. All right. By the way, Eric got into it, but you know, when we talk about chat room chatter, for those of you guys who like the OTCs, CCTL, this is a company, again, don't have any stake in it. They're not paying me to say anything, all right? But CCTL, you're going to start hearing this stock come out saying they're going to have something to do with Bitcoin. There's conversations already taking place. You can, $ CCTL on Twitter. There's already that crowd that's already been put out there. Hey, come on to CCTL, come on, it's about to move. We're about to make a big move. You guys know how it works. So CCTL should be jumping into that pretty soon. You'll see a move on Bitcoin for Bitcoin on CCTL, either some kind of news release or whatever. That should be coming pretty soon. That should be coming pretty. As he says, that the secret tick? No, I don't. No secret tickers. No secret tickers. No secret tickers. In my experience, what broker do I feel is best for shorting? Interactive Brokers, by far. Interactive Brokers. If you can't afford Interactive Brokers, then go to SureTrader. But just be careful of the fees over there. Yeah, we pulled up FRFS. It's a pump. 2,200% day, out of nowhere, no news. By the way, there are a few pumps out there. I mean, you can go to LBuy, Leaf Buyer Technologies, $1.77, OTC Play. This is another pump. There are quite a few pumps out there going on right now. It's been a really great market for both, your longs, your OTCs. I mean, whatever it is, NASDAQ guys, shorters. It's just been, a great market for both. Nobody's talking about HMNY, but again, if you can grab shares of HMNY, I've tried to every single morning. I can't find it. HMNY finally cracking that 820. What was that? What did it say? Maybe 840. Excuse me, 1840 support today. Cracking that 1840 support from last week. So HMNY looking for, I think, 15, maybe 14. You probably got $4 to give back on HMNY. But at the end of the day, that movie pass does change the situation, all right? Movie pass, pretty, we haven't got real numbers in terms of how much the company's making. There have been a lot of people throwing out that, hey, they're making, $2 on the 10 or something like. We haven't gotten exact data on how much HMNY is making. But right now, I think if you're in it, you really need to be selling. You should be long gone out of HMNY now, because I think the stock is going to give up another $4. Shout out to Andrew Left. Andrew Left, by the way, Citron Research on Twitter. For those of you guys who don't know, you haven't been around these stocks for a long time. Andrew Left started in OTC stocks. Andrew Left started about the same time that Tim Sykes did. All right, he started about the same time Tim Sykes did. All right, I'm surprised Tim doesn't talk too much about Andrew Left, because they started about the same time. In fact, if you go to Andrew Left's website, he's got all the tickers that he started talking about, and they're all OTC. In fact, he didn't really start talking NASDAQ shorts since about 2009. But before that, all he played specifically was just OTC pump and dumps. But I bring up his name because he tweeted out HMNY isn't worth, or it didn't, deserve the $1 billion market value, or market cap rather, that it had when the stock was at $37, $38 a share. Literally, as soon as he tweeted that, the stock pulled back to $34, $32, and it hasn't been the same ever since. Now trading at $18 a share. $18 a share. So as much as people made money on HMNY coming from, the low 4s all the way to the 30s, there are a lot of people who lost their ass buying HMNY in the 30s and 40s and high 20s. So HMNY, folks, look, still got some short risk, right? Still got a possibility to be squeezed in this. I mean, that's always out there in a stock this volatile. But, I think for right now, it's kaput. It's kaput. Appreciate that, Abel. Appreciate that. Zach Sweet, you said they had a ticker change, shares cut by 50%. I get what you're saying, Zach, but Zach, call up and let me know why are you so excited about it? I mean, you're obviously defending it. If there's something else going on, let me know why it's a runner from here. Stock's up 2,000% in one day. Let me know why it's not going to be pulling back tomorrow or in the near future. All right, but when you're up 2,000%, I mean, that's a few people winning and a lot of people who are going to be losing. I don't want to get behind something like that and say it's going to go higher, when, I've been around long enough to know that, those stocks really don't move too much further from when they do moves like that. HUSA, somebody bringing up HUSA, Poker Pro, 7.5% after hours. I wonder why. HUSA, this is a stock we thought, was really going to move on the fact that, crude had moved above $50. Crude, now let me see. In fact, U.S. oil, right? Yes, U.S. oil. All right, yeah, 51.90 right now, crude. 51.90 on crude, as you can see here. Look at this beautiful move in September on crude, right? So from the low 40s, right, 46, 46.50, now you're at $51 a share on crude, and a lot of tickers did make the move, right? A lot of tickers did make a corresponding move with the action, right? As you see here, September, WTI. What other oil plays I can pull up? Maybe even Exxon. Can we see? Yeah, Exxon too, with that beautiful move there in September. Again, corresponding with the higher crude prices. But look at that, HUSA. We didn't get the move. We did not get the move. I was expecting a stock that, pretty volatile, former OTC stock, would respond to, that's bottom line changing information, right? I mean, you're an oil company, a small cap oil company with that, and $24 million market cap. Oil now above $50 a share. You should be moving, and the stock is not moving. It is not moving. Only 400,000 shares traded in HUSA, below its average of 680,000 on a typical day. So things really not working out for HUSA. Poker Pro says it's up 7.5% after hours. We'll see if it can hold into the morning. We'll see. We'll see. EFX, Equifax. Man, I don't know what to say about Equifax. At this point, I think maybe they just need to get bought out because things have gone from bad to worse when we talk about Equifax. We heard the information about the loss and, what happened with, what was it again? Basically some hackers stole, millions of dollars or millions of Social Security numbers and personal information. And then come to find out a week or so ago, maybe just a couple of days ago, they came out and said it was actually larger. It was actually larger than they said it was. It was actually larger than what they said it was. And here's the disgusting thing. They're literally making money hand over fist after being the cause of this situation, with millions of people now having their credit and personal information out there. They're making millions on selling packages to people to protect them from what they caused. Isn't that disgusting? Isn't that disgusting? Look, I understand businesses need ways to evaluate creditors or potential creditors or potential debtors rather. But at the same time, man, I hate these credit bureaus. I can't stand them. I hate all of them. If you've ever had an issue on your credit and trying to get it removed, and I just can't stand any of them. I can't stand any of them. CHK. Yeah, CHK, man, it's just been, I don't know what's going on. We're below the 200-day moving average now on CHK. And, this is one of the biggest energy companies in America. $3 billion market cap, formerly a company that had, a $25-30 billion market cap. It can't continue to lose like this. If not, you're going to see CHK possibly, go into bankruptcy. But here's the thing. They're still cash heavy, right? They've still got a lot of money. This is an old company. It's been around for a very long time. It's got some oil and it's some natural gas as well. I know their natural gas side is the side of the business is bigger. So natural gas hasn't necessarily been doing the best. I think the ticker is what, Nat Gas or something like that. What's natural gas? Nat Gas USD. Natural gas at 292. All right, so natural gas profitability for natural gas is 350. It's 350, and I know it's not like 350. It's 350 something. What is like cubic center? I don't know, something like that. But most companies, and I read this, in Forbes, most companies need 350 to be profitable on natural gas. All right, we are going into the winter. We're going to see a lot more usage of natural gas. Maybe as supplies, dwindle, we'll start to see a rise in natural gas prices. I'm not going to hope on that. But if I go back to December, all right, as you can see here, December, wintertime is always a good time for natural gas. All right, we can go back in winter. We always kind of see a spike in winter. You see it back here, 2015, 2016, now going into winter 2017. Are we going to see a move in natural gas? I don't know. We'll see. But as you can see here, it does spike every, as we go into the winter season. And CHK could be someone who could really use a spike in natural gas prices right now. But as long as natural gas prices stays depressed, you see the corresponding move in CHK. All right, this is not what you want to see in a company like this. Historic lows. All right. INPX. INPX. Let me know what's going on with this company. Very bearish. You see that red line, the 200-day moving average. Looks like something's going on here. We got a lot of bottom feeding in here now. 39 cents a share. I just look, if you want to play something like this, I just feel like there's so many better moves out there now. Let it make the move and then react to it. But NASDAQ dirt cheap, below $1 for quite a long time now. Got to go all the way back to, okay, so it's only been since June. It's fallen below $1, so you're probably not at any D-list risk, but it's out there. 845, you're on the air. What's up?
It's Ken. How's it going?
Hey, Ken. What's up, man?
I am so excited tonight. You saw the filings that came out around 7 o'clock on FRFS that they're going to reverse merge into a new company and cut the float from $1 billion to $500
okay,
500
so
million.
Finally, I got somebody to call in and talk about this. Now, Ken,
I got in that stock. I got into it. I got in at a penny at 1.2 cents, and I thought I was an idiot doing it.
Now, how did you find out this happened? I mean, were you just kind of trolling the news wires on the OTCs?
The iHub, Investors Hub, and I mean, I've seen some people on Twitter that I follow. Actually, that guy that got me into the BYOC, the monster, whatever he is. Guy has really good picks. It's unbelievable. He found out. He mentioned this one this morning when it was 002.
This is incredible. I mean, this stock really. I'm looking at it, and you had quite some trades back. I mean, you got to go all the way back to February to really see any kind of moves in this stock. All right, so they came out. They're saying, all right, they're controlling the float. They're doing a better job. What else is do longs have to get excited about? FRFS. What else is going on here?
What else? And I can't really. I don't know. I just know that I was just following. I can't give you the whole story on this. I just like the momentum as I got into it, and I like the way it was trading. It was moving very easily. The float is small on this thing. That's a good thing. I mean, there wasn't much volume on it until today, so it's not like those pump and dumps that trade hundreds of millions a day, and you're worried, they're going to dump it on you. So I think this has another day or two. I do.
There it is, FRFS. I mean, looking at the liquidity here on a 5-minute chart, it looks like it's a NASDAQ play. I mean, you don't really see moves like this on the OTC side on stocks that just kind of come out of nowhere. But we'll see if this can. I don't like to sell off into the close, but we'll see.
But there was news after the close. Right, and there was news after the close that the name has changed to GIFA now, Incorporated.
Oh, okay.
They're filing a GIFA, which is interesting.
Okay, GIFA. So are they changing businesses, or I mean, what exactly is the business? Do you know?
Do I know? I'm so stupid. I don't. I don't. But I'll find out for you.
Okay, let me see. Something. All right, because I'm not seeing. All right, I'm trying to figure out what's got everybody excited. I'm not finding where that news is because it's not posted on OTC markets.
Just go on Twitter. I mean, just type in the symbol on Twitter. You'll find the links.
Okay.
The FRFS.
The FRFS up 2,100% in one day.
That beats that biotech one we.
I'm a little nervous that you're sending me to Twitter to find the news, but we'll see. Okay, all right. So I'm seeing somebody talk about it here. Change their name to GIFA. Okay, so all right. So yeah, I see here. All right, so this is coming out of social media, folks. All social media here. I love the fact that they cut the shares in half, outstanding shares in half. That's always a good thing. We'll see what happens. I think now the next big thing is for them to go current. So I think you'll start seeing that kind of conversation come up. If you're looking for an entry, like I personally think, you're going to sell off tomorrow, but we'll see. I hope to be proven wrong, and we'll see what happens with FRFS moving forward.
Yeah, definitely. That's really it tonight. Nothing other that OCSY. Would you talk about that one? OSCY or OCSY? That one that everyone was so excited for Monday morning. The thing sold off.
Yeah, I didn't even want to mention it, man. I can't even pull. Let me see. Let me see. There it is, right here. OCSY. I didn't even want to mention this piece of crap. I mean, as soon as I saw the conversation, I was like, I don't know about it. But, you know, coming out of triples is very, very, very hard, man, because you got a lot of people who've loaded up at some of the, you know, at 0001, 0002, $500, $1,000 deep. When they get 0008, now you're looking at $7,000 that you're sitting on. They're not going to sit on those type of gains. They're going to dump on you, and that's exactly what happened here.
Right, and that's what you've always preached on this show, to be careful about that. So one more. The Bayside Corporation, you mentioned that one, BYSD, Boy, Yellow, Sam, David.
Let me see here. Bayside. I did not mention Bayside today. What's going on with Bayside here now?
This story from the Rainmaker and iHub. I don't know the story. I just know it was one of them that looked interesting on the charts, and from what was talked about on iHub, the Rainmaker board. That's all. That's why I brought it up. Okay. I'm not in it, but it looks interesting. So and a good volume. Look at almost 1 billion traded.
Yeah, very good volume. Also, I do see here over 900 million shares traded. Well above average, only 40 million typically. So BYSD looks like a lottery ticket got its number called there. You weren't in the triples for too long. Actually, you were, man. You go back to 2016, well over a year. But looks like somebody's lottery ticket got called up now, up to 0005. Not bad.
Not bad at all. Well, thank you, Sal. I will go back to listening. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Ken.
Thanks, Sal.
All right, so before we get out of here, I'll pull up a few tickers before we get out of here. Jeff the Marine Thayer, would I buy calls on BOTZ? Oh, wow, that's a monster. Look at that, boy. Look at that. Where is this coming from, man? BOTZ, Global Robotics and Artificial Intelligence ETF. Why do I not know about this? BOTZ. I'm not familiar with this ETF, bro. Jeff, are the options pretty liquid? You know, when it comes to ETFs, I'm a big fan of straddles. I'm a big fan of just buying, you know, downside protection and buying the upside play that you want. But I love the fact that you know, just have some downside protection. So, you know, I'm not all about buying calls and not having any protection on this. So, you know, look for possibly an out of the money put. You know, where are you at? 23 now? So I'll probably buy a $21 put. You know, something way out there, right? So something, you know, going into like March of next year or some crap. Something dirt cheap, right? And that plays as downside protection, that if you lose your ass on the call, you hold the put that's out of the money for however long that you need to make it up. All right? It may not ever come back to that situation, but that could be something where you hold it until it does one day become valuable, if it does, you know. This market continues to go higher. But play both sides. Play both sides. Play both sides. This market is giving you a great opportunity to play both sides for very, very cheap. You can buy out of the money puts, very little risk, and play what, in my opinion, could be something, you know, a rally that can snap at any day now. Any day now. Any day now. All right. By the way, I know we don't have too many earnings players in here, but Caterpillar earnings, I believe, are Tuesday or Wednesday. Verify that for me. I had the answer before the show, but Caterpillar, if you don't know how to play options, obviously, you know, maybe it's not for you. But if you do know, Caterpillar is going to destroy earnings. They're going to annihilate. There's no doubt in my mind. I think Caterpillar is going to annihilate earnings. It's pulling back now because it was pretty hot on the daily chart. We did hit like 83, 84. It's pulling back. I think you can get, you know, the call cheaper. In fact, I'll play both sides just in case. But, you know, on cheap dollar that we had been in for, what was that, 6-7 months. I mean, dirt cheap dollar. I have no doubt in my mind you had construction companies, countries all over the world that were loading up on Caterpillar, you know, hardware, you know, to buy dirt cheap. Would I offer one-on-one mentoring in the future? Nah, man, not my thing, bro. Not my thing, man. I'm too busy trying to get rich, man, to be teaching people how to do something. I'm trying to get rich myself, bro. All right. I got you know, a ton of puts. I've been telling you guys that I am loaded up on the put side. I just need Kim Jong-un to launch something. I need somebody to, you know, say something. You know, we had, what's his name? What's the guy from Hustler come out and said he's offering $10 million. Anybody who can get 45 out of off. I need something like that to happen. And I'm going to become a millionaire. I'm so damn loaded up on puts. It's ridiculous. But when they're going for pennies on the dollar, you can't help but grab some here and there. You can't help. All right, let's keep it going. SFOR before we close out of here. Again, shout out to all the people in the chat room right now. Shout out to all the people in the chat room right now. I appreciate you. Shout out to all my new supporters on Patreon. Guys, I mentioned it in the chat room over there at Penny Stocks Unlimited. My dream is definitely to grow this into a very, very large thing, right? Very, very large thing. I'd love to one day have a studio, a co-host, awesome graphics, all of that, and I need your support to get to that level. I've asked everyone who feels that they can and who are willing to support my show by donating $5 a month at Patreon, patreon.com/finance. That's patreon.com/finance, and donate $5 a month towards my show. That I put out about 32 hours worth of content a month. That's about 6 cents an hour. About 6 cents an hour. So if you feel that I'm worth 6 cents an hour, you're learning something, you're figuring out something, you're enjoying something, please, if you can, support me. Let me go ahead and get that studio. Let's grow this. Let's get bigger and better. You know, because I want to get out of my house. So I appreciate that. Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. We started this as just a conversation, right? It was just a conversation between 7 or 8 traders who just wanted to, you know, talk at the same time. And all of a sudden it turned into a show. That wasn't even really what it meant to be. But I found out that I, you know, kind of have a gift for it. So here I am. Here I am. And I want to build it into something that can be more than what it is right now. That's the goal. So I appreciate your support. Appreciate that, Bill Betts. Thank you, sir. I'm surprised, Bill Betts, you don't have any tickers for me, man. You usually have something for me. All right. Justin Perry said, if an out-of-the-money put gaps down hard body overnight, like 20 to 50 on that robotics, how much you making on a $500 bet? Oh, man, just thousands, bro. Thousands. I mean, you know, but that also depends on how much the option is. I mean, if you got a 10-cent option, you know, an out-of-the-money option, which are going to be dirt cheap, wow, because nobody's expecting it to go into money, right? Because it's an out-of-the-money option. So you're looking at an out-of-the-money that, you know, that's $3 or $4 away, and then overnight you become in the money. Dude, you're looking at anywhere between 400 to 600% on your money. Easy. You know, if you have I think TD Ameritrade can do it, but if you have Charles Schwab, you go to Charles Schwab on the option screen, you can literally look at the chart history of the actual option, right? So you can see from when that option was created, the actual chart pattern, and you can literally see options for the SPY, right? An SPY 255 call, right? A 255 call SPY back in January of 2017. A 255 call, right? 255 that's selling right now for like 2 something, right? You're talking about 255 call back in January going for 15 cents, bro. 15 cents. You buy that call today. You buy that call today. I don't even know how much that call costs today. You know, pull up that. I'm going to have to go into my. You can pull it up and tell me what the 255 call that's expiring this Friday. You let me know what that costs right now. You let me know what that costs right now. But back in January, dude, a nickel, 2 cents, maybe less than that. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But, you know, hindsight is always 20/20. Hindsight is always 20/20. I mean, there are a lot of things that I think if we all could go back in January, we would do differently. We would do a lot differently, you know, than now. But I'm not going to miss this downside move because this cannot go on forever. It can't. But they're trying to make it go on forever with this possible tax plan. If this tax plan miraculously passes, yes, you're talking about possibly another year or two of the kind of action that we have right now, because you're literally talking about companies that are going to have several billions of dollars extra that they're going to be able to claim as earnings and continue this bull market. And I think that's disastrous for everybody involved. But again, that's, you know, it is what it is. 440, what's up?
Hi, I would like to donate $5 here to your show. Where should I send it, Sal?
Can you say that again, please? I had trouble hearing you.
I would like to donate $5.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
This dude fell for it again. I mean, God. Oh man. All right. Okay. All right. So this guy, that guy's been trolling me for some time, man. He's been trolling me for some time, man. He's been trolling me for some time. I remember that guy from, like, I don't know if it's the same guy. But you know, he's been trolling me for a while, man. I don't know if he gets off on this or what, but you know. Oh yeah, I told you the trolls will be coming back, man. I told you the trolls will be coming back. What's going on, Joe Silva? I told you the trolls are back, bro. Let's get back to these tickers, okay? Let's get back to these tickers and end the show. Again, shout out to everybody coming back and joining me here on the American Investor Show. I appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that you guys making time out for me and enjoying OTC stocks as well as these small penny stocks as much as I do. All right, looking at the biggest gainer, just some tickers to be of interest in. Anything? Oh, before I forget, let me see, FUZS. Somebody told me, hey, can you please talk about FUSZ today? Let me see here. What's this? FUSZ. All right, so FUSZ, supposedly it's a OTC play coming out with a new controversial campaign for their product called We Hate CRM, so you don't have to. Ticker trades at 10 cents a share, was up 23% today. Looks like the float's pretty light. 270,000 shares moved it up 23%. We'll see what it is. Again, I don't know too much about this company. Just kind of putting it out there on the friend. I don't have any shares. I got a corresponding video that I guess I have to show you as well. I'm not being paid for this. Just doing it as, you know, as a friend. Can you please talk about? Okay, yes, I'm going to talk about it. What else? 59E. All right, so I'm going to show this quick little get up they're doing here. All right, so you'll see it in just a moment.
Okay. Let me start and then jump in where you think you need to jump in and push it forward, okay? Okay. All right, so give me a cue and we'll go.
Again, ticker FUSZ.
All right, so I hate CRM. I hate pretty much everything about CRM, customer relationship management software. I don't know how many of you out there use it or some form of it. I hate it. I've tried so many of them. I manage a business and all of my team members have tried using CRM products. It takes more time to figure out how to use the product than to actually get results from using the product. And we've tried countless CRM products. So we decided to make our own. I'm Rory Kataya, CEO of FUSZ. First of all, everybody sells. Everybody. Whether we're selling a product or a service or ourselves, we're always selling. The problem with that is most of us are really just not good at it. The only way to really change the ability of people to sell is if you could figure out how to remove selling skills from the sales process. And we've created a product that allows you to do that. It's called Notify CRM. Notify CRM is the first and only interactive video-based customer relationship management platform. It's so simple to use. All you need to do is know how to import your contacts into the program. And once you've done that, the system creates personalized, interactive videos that when you press send, goes out to your entire contact list, and the interactive video sells the product for you. So with our technology, with Notify CRM, we can place a call to action in the video that they can respond to when their interest level peaks. Whether it's clicking on a link that opens your website, that allows them to purchase the product, even download a document right out of the video, a coupon, tickets, whatever it might be, right out of the video. There is nothing on the market today that even comes close to the simplicity and effectiveness of Notify CRM. If you want to build your sales organization, you want to lower your attrition rates, Notify CRM. Get it now. Click right here.
All right, so that's their ad. Ticker is FUZS. FUZS. Again, you know, not in it, don't have any shares in it, but they are going out there, putting themselves out there now. They're ready to go live. FUZZ, or FUSZ, excuse me, FUSZ. FUSZ. Notify CRM. All right, cool. Interesting product. Interesting product. I still think you need sales. I mean, as someone who's done sales before, sold cars, sold furniture, sold a lot of things, you need to be able to close the deal, right? I mean, so you need to have that personal engagement. But I'm sure they fit that in somewhere. I know they don't expect the video to sell the product. But they definitely believe that video does help. And I think it does. I think video does help. I know even today when I want to buy something, first thing I do is go on YouTube to see if somebody reviewed it. So if they're doing something like that, I think that's great. That's great. One other thing, ICLD. Many of you guys used to talk about ICLD a long time ago. ICLD today eliminated 7.2 million shares of $7.2 million worth of convertible debt. For those of you guys who don't know, subordinate convertible debt turns into shares. That creates dilution. That's pretty much what killed them as they got, as they eventually got delisted last year. Former NASDAQ play, now at the OTCs. Can they work their way out of this? I don't know. I don't know. The stock's really beat up, as you can see. Very little, still got a lot of volume coming in, right? 27 million shares traded today. 0079. I mean, this used to be a NASDAQ stock. This used to be a NASDAQ stock. Now at 000. Look at all that dilution. So now they've gotten rid of that. They got to get rid of some shares. So you should see a reverse split happen on ICLD pretty soon with that announcement coming up. All right, with that announcement coming up. All right, folks, that's the show. That's the show. Went over my time. I've been trying to make this show an hour. I know I always complain about that, but I can never figure out how to make it an hour show. Interesting article by Scott Galloway. Scott Galloway, if you don't know who that is, a serial entrepreneur, created a company called L2. He's got a channel here on YouTube, very, very interesting. He's a professor. Came out with a great article where he talks about the 4 horsemen, which is Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google. And he talked about how all 4 of them will not be in existence 50 years from now. He basically is saying that within the next 50 years, you're going to see competition come from other markets in terms of other countries and other entrepreneurs who have better ideas that are that change the way we live. And these companies, like companies that we used to discuss 10 years ago, for example, 10 years ago we were all discussing MySpace, right? Some of you guys in here used to be on MySpace. Not anymore. Not anymore. But 10 years ago, that was the thing. But who's to say that Facebook is still going to be hot 10 years from now? So interesting article by Scott Galloway. You can Google that. That's out there. Scott Galloway, 4 Horsemen. Google that. Pops right up. All right. Also, again, as we started to show off, we talked about gold selling off. Keep an eye on what's going on with the Fed governor selection that's going on right now. Trump has got to be selecting that. We also have Trump meeting with the current head of the Fed, Janet Yellen. She's looking to get reappointed, but Trump is put out there that he looks like he might be going in a different direction. Janet Yellen is Obama's pick, so Trump wants to kind of do his own thing. You got a lot of other people going for the job. That could shake things up. That can definitely shake things up. So keep an eye on that. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and close the show. Again, thank you to everybody who joined us today. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm back here at the American Investor Show. I love being back on this channel. I'm so happy that you guys joined me. Let me go ahead and ring the bell to close the show out. Great episode today, folks. Thank you to all my callers. Thank you to all my callers, as always. Be back tonight to see where things go. NEOT is the only stock that, really, if you got to look at tomorrow morning and, you say, hey, is there a possibility to make money? That's, I have no doubt those morning market open orders are going to be rushing in on NEOT. Probably have a couple, minutes to do something in that, but be very careful. You could be left holding the bag at those higher prices. At the end of the day, though, that's a really strong, that's a really strong catalyst. I mean, they coming out and saying they got a merger deal going on. That's huge, huge news. So I think a second day is very, very possible in NEOT. Very, very possible on that. Appreciate it, Jiggity J Imports, Dawn Elise, all of the people in here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Let me go ahead and close things out. Jiggity J, Cool Cats, Kenneth Rosenberg, Dawn Elise. Who else is in here? Tyree Wilson, The Federalists. Remind me about that tomorrow, bro. Bring it up tomorrow. I'll take a look at it. Kenneth mentioned him already. George M. Yeah, bro. Sales requires you got to close it, man. And you got to be in front of them and get them to commit to the buy, right? That's what they teach you in sales. Get them to sell themselves. All right, Justin Perry, Bad Scientist, Bill Betts, Zach Sweet, Money Bags, Relative 96, Travi, appreciate, man. Mag, I know Mag is probably in here. Bundle Up, Joe Silva, appreciate you. Thank you, Joe. Subscribe if this is your first time, but this channel is going to be popping off again every single night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time, 9 p.m. You guys know this is the best place to be for an hour and a half of content regarding OTC stocks, commodities, ETFs, options, whatever it is you want to discuss. Just call up 305-600-2896. Until tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, happy trading. See you tomorrow night. Thank you. Appreciate it, and I'm glad to be back. Yes, indeed. Support me on Patreon if you can. $5 a month. Only $5 a month. Have a good night, folks. See you tomorrow.